This video, we are going to take up one more concept, storing values in variables in Python. How to store a value in a variable. So to do that, first we should know what is a variable. A variable is like a box in the computer memory where it can store a single value. A variable is the one which will going to keep on changing during the execution of the program by giving some user input. If you want to use the result of an evaluated expression later in your program, you can save it inside a variable. So what does it mean? Suppose if I say the value of x is equal to 2, then I have to store the value 2 in a variable by name x. Suppose if I want to run this, suppose if I want to continue with that, we will be able to do that. Suppose if I say here x is equal to 2 is a variable, the value of 2 is assigned to a variable x. If I say x, then the value it will going to be 2. Then I will say y equals 5. Now, if I say y, the value will be 5. If I want to take x plus y, then what should be the value? It should become 7. So that means it will assign the value of x as 2 and assign the value of y as 5. So then adding these two, we are going to get the output. So this is the meaning of this. Or the result of evaluated new program, you can save it inside a variable. Now, similarly, assignment statements. The next one is the assignment statement. How I can assign a value to a variable. An assignment statement consists of a variable name and an equal sign called the assignment operator and the value to be stored. If you enter the integer value 42 stored in it. For example, if I say spam is equal to 40 and if I want to, whether it has taken it or not, if I type spam, it will going to give the value as 40, the output. Similarly, I will going to assign one more variable with a value 2, that is x is equal to 2. Then a variable is initialized or created the first time a value stored in it is 1, that is spam is equal to 40. Then if I want to take it as an expression, that means if I want to add the variable spam and x together, then what it does, I will take the variable spam plus the variable x. Then the spam value what we have assigned is 40 and the x value what we have assigned is 2. So 40 plus 2 will going to give you 42. So that is the output what you are going to get. Similarly, after that you can use it in expression with the other variables and the value becomes the sum of these two variables. Similarly, spam plus x plus spam, that is 40 plus 2 plus 40, then it will going to give you 82 is the output. Similarly, I want to reassign the original value by a different value by considering it as an expression. Suppose if I say spam is equal to spam plus 2, then what it does is the value of spam is 40, first one, and adds to that value is 2. So 40 plus 2 will going to becomes 42. That is spam will be output is 42. And when a variable is assigned to a new value, the old value is forgotten, which is why the spam evaluated to 42 instead of 40 at the end of the example. So that means initially what with the value we have taken, the value of spam has been taken 40. Here once you enter spam, it will give you 40, but here once you enter spam, you are going to get 42 because spam is incremented by the value 2. So 40 plus 2 will going to become 42. So that means you are reassigning the value of spam by 42. This is called as overwriting the variable. This is called overwriting the variable. Similarly, now we will go for the next one. Before that, we are going to execute how it will going to be taken into consideration. Suppose if I say spam equals 40 in an interactive cell. Enter. So it will going to accept that. Then whether it has taken it or not, if I say spam, so the spam will be assigned with the value 40. Similarly, I will take eggs equals 2. So whether it has taken it or not, if I type x, it will give you 2. Now I will going to take spam plus x now. So what it does, it takes the value of spam as 40 and it takes the value of x as 2, which is already given. So 40 plus 2, the output will going to be the 42. Similarly, spam plus x plus spam. So what you will going to get? 40 plus 2 plus 40, you will going to get it as 82. So I want to reassign the variable, the value to a new variable. I will going to take spam plus 2. So now in the previous case, when we entered spam, you got 40 because the spam is assigned with the value 40. Now what we have done, we have taken spam is equal to spam plus 2. So what is the old value of spam? The old value of spam is 40 and I am adding 2 to that value 40. So it becomes 40 plus 2, 42. Check whether it will going to take the new value as 42. If I take spam, it will take that new value as 42. So this is how you will be able to overwrite the value to a variable. Next is similarly, if you say, similarly I can take up for a string, a spam is equal to hello. If I type spam, the spam is assigned with a hello string. Similarly, spam is equal to goodbye. And then if you enter spam, previously when you entered spam, it has taken the string value as hello. In this case, the string value will be taken as goodbye because we are assigning the new value to the variable. The spam variable in this example stores hello until you replace the string with goodbye. So next we will going to consider what will going to be the variable names. Before going into that, we will going to see how it will going to be operated by using a string. If I say spam equals hello, enter. Then if I type spam, it will be considered as hello, which is a string. Similarly, I will say spam equals goodbye. Then if I say spam, you will going to set it as goodbye. Previously it was assigned with the string hello. Now we are assigning with the string hello. So this is why you will be able to overwrite the string also, like what we did for a numerical or a constant. Next we are going to consider the variable names. What are the rules for considering the variable names? It does have some naming restrictions. You can name a variable anything as long as it obeys the following 3 rules. What are the 3 rules? It can be only word with no spaces, point number 1. And the point number 2, it can use only letters, numbers and the underscore character. Lastly, it can't begin with a number. So some of the valid and invalid variable names, in the variable names, valid variable names and invalid variable names. You can see the variable name here, current underscore balance. It is a valid variable name. Current hyphen balance. So that means this is invalid because hyphens are not allowed. Then current balance, there is no gap between current and balance, that is acceptable. Suppose if I give current, give space balance, then it gives an invalid variable name because spaces are not allowed. Account 4 is okay. For account, it is invalid variable name. Why? Because it can't begin with a number. Underscore 42 is okay. 42 as a variable name, it is not possible because can't begin with a number. Total underscore sum, it is okay. Total underscore $UM, that is the special characters like dollar are not allowed. Hello is allowed. String hello, special characters like open quote and close quote are not allowed in the invalid variable name. So this is how. A variable names are case sensitive. That means meaning that span. You can write all letters in capitals, or you can write first letter as capital S and remaining are small letters, and you can start with a small letter and then give alternate small and capital letters, and then are the 4 different variable names, and all variable names are variable characters or of small characters also. Though capital SPM is a valid variable name you can use in a program, it is Python convention to start your variables always with a lowercase letters. Now this is how you will be able to declare, how we will be able to assign or create or initialize the variable names in a Python program. Thank you.